Welcome to your complete guide to boneset, a powerful herb known for its incredible medicinal properties. Whether you're interested in boosting your immune system, treating fevers, or easing inflammation, this series will walk you through everything you need to know about boneset. In this series, we'll explore the history of boneset, its traditional uses, and how it continues to be a valuable herb in modern herbal medicine. You'll learn how to identify boneset in the wild, how to grow and harvest it at home, and the best ways to prepare it for health benefits. By the end of this series, you'll have all the knowledge you need to decide if boneset is right for you and how to incorporate it into your wellness routine. Let's dive into the world of this amazing herb. Boneset, scientifically known as Eupatorium perfoliatum, is one of the most fascinating herbs in traditional herbal medicine. Native to North America, this plant has a rich history of use, dating back centuries. It was widely used by Native American tribes and early settlers for its healing properties. What makes boneset unique is its range of uses, particularly for treating colds, fevers, and flu-like symptoms. During the 19th century, it became famous for its ability to break fevers and was even used during the influenza pandemic of 1918. This plant is easy to recognize by its distinct leaves that appear to perforate the stem and its clusters of small, white flowers that bloom in late summer. While its name might suggest something related to bones, it actually comes from its traditional use in treating breakbone fever, a name given to severe cases of the flu where patients felt as though their bones were aching. In this series, we'll explore boneset from every angle: its history, medicinal properties, how to grow and harvest it, and how you can use it safely and effectively. So, if you're interested in natural remedies, herbal medicine, or just want to learn more about this powerful plant, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the world of boneset. Boneset has a long history of medicinal use, especially among Native American tribes and early settlers. It was commonly used to treat fevers, colds, and a range of flu-like symptoms, making it one of the most valuable herbs during the early days of herbal medicine in North America. The name boneset comes from its traditional use in treating breakbone fever, a term used for severe flu cases where people experienced intense bone pain. Native Americans used it as a powerful remedy to break high fevers and relieve body aches. Early European settlers quickly adopted this practice, relying on boneset during times of widespread illness, especially in the 18th and 19th centuries. During the 1918 influenza pandemic, boneset became highly regarded for its fever-reducing and immune-boosting properties. It was a common home remedy for families trying to recover from the flu. Herbalists valued it for its ability to promote sweating, break fevers, and reduce congestion. Throughout history, boneset has stood out as a reliable, natural solution for many common ailments, especially for treating fevers and colds. In the next part, we'll explore the specific medicinal properties that make boneset such a powerful plant in traditional herbal medicine. Boneset is well known in the world of herbal medicine for its wide range of medicinal properties. One of its most powerful effects is as a diaphoretic, which means it helps the body sweat, making it excellent for breaking fevers. This is why it was so widely used for treating flu and fever-related illnesses, like malaria and dengue fever in the past. Another key medicinal property is its anti-inflammatory and immune-boosting effects. Boneset contains compounds that can reduce inflammation, which makes it helpful for treating conditions like arthritis, joint pain, and muscle aches. It's also used as an immune stimulant to help the body fight off infections, particularly respiratory conditions like colds, bronchitis, and the flu. Additionally, boneset has mild laxative effects, which means it can aid digestion and help with constipation. This herb truly stands out for its versatility in treating various ailments. In the next video, we'll explore how to identify boneset in the wild, so you can spot this medicinal herb and potentially use it yourself. Identifying boneset in the wild is easier than you might think. This herb has a very distinct look that sets it apart from other plants. One of the most unique features of boneset is its perfoliate leaves. This means the leaves appear to wrap around or perforate the stem, giving the plant its name, perfoliatum. The leaves are long, lance-shaped, and grow in pairs opposite each other. You'll also notice boneset blooms in clusters of small, white flowers during late summer and early fall. These flowers are tiny, with many florets packed together in each cluster, creating a beautiful white top that's a good identifier in the field. Boneset usually grows in wetlands, marshes, and along stream banks. It prefers moist environments, so if you're in a wetland area, keep an eye out for this plant. Once you recognize these key features, spotting boneset becomes simple. In the next part, we'll talk about how you can grow boneset in your own garden to enjoy its benefits right at home. Growing boneset in your garden is a great way to have easy access to this powerful medicinal herb. The good news is that boneset is relatively easy to cultivate, especially if you live in an area with moist soil and partial shade. To start, make sure you plant boneset in a location that mimics its natural habitat, wetlands or marshy areas. It prefers moist, rich soil and can tolerate standing water. If you don't have natural wetlands, just ensure the soil stays consistently damp. Plant seeds or seedlings in early spring, spacing them about a foot apart. Boneset grows tall, so giving each plant room to breathe will help it thrive. It generally requires very little maintenance beyond regular watering. With time, boneset will produce its signature clusters of white flowers, and you'll be able to harvest its leaves and flowers for medicinal use. In the next part, we'll talk about the best practices for harvesting and preserving boneset, ensuring you capture its full potency. Once your boneset plant has fully grown, it's time to harvest and preserve it for medicinal use. The best time to harvest is when the plant is in full bloom, typically in late summer. You'll want to gather both the leaves and the flowers, as both are rich in the medicinal compounds that give boneset its power. To harvest, simply snip off the top third of the plant. Be careful not to over-harvest from any single plant, as you want it to continue growing for future use. Once harvested, boneset can be dried by hanging it upside down in a cool, dry place. The drying process usually takes about 2 weeks. Once fully dried, store the herb in an airtight container, away from direct sunlight. This helps preserve its potency for later use. Boneset is commonly used to make teas, tinctures, or even capsules. In the next part, we'll guide you on how to prepare a simple boneset tea to take advantage of its fever-reducing and immune-boosting properties. Making boneset tea is one of the most common and effective ways to use this medicinal herb. It's traditionally used to help reduce fevers, boost the immune system, and relieve aches and pains associated with colds and the flu. To make boneset tea, you'll need 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried boneset leaves and flowers. Steep the herbs in hot water for about 10 minutes, then strain the tea before drinking. Since boneset tea has a very strong, bitter taste, many people like to add honey or lemon to make it more palatable. It's important to note that boneset should be consumed in moderation. Drinking too much can lead to side effects, so limit yourself to no more than 3 cups per day during illness. In the next part, we'll explore the top health benefits of boneset and how this herb can support your immune system and overall health. Boneset is packed with health benefits, making it one of the go-to herbs in traditional medicine. One of its primary uses is boosting the immune system. When you're feeling under the weather, boneset can help fight off infections like the common cold or flu, thanks to its immune-stimulating properties. It's also highly valued for reducing fevers, relieving body aches, and breaking up congestion in the lungs. Many herbalists use it to treat respiratory conditions like bronchitis and pneumonia. The herb's anti-inflammatory properties are another key benefit, helping to ease arthritis, joint pain, and even digestive inflammation. Beyond that, boneset can also help with mild digestive issues, working as a gentle laxative. In the next video, we'll discuss how boneset is used in modern herbal medicine and the best ways to incorporate it into your health routine. Boneset is still widely used in modern herbal medicine, especially for treating colds, flu, and other respiratory infections. Its immune-boosting and fever-reducing properties have made it a popular remedy among herbalists today. You can find boneset in various forms, such as teas, tinctures, and capsules. Many natural health stores sell it as part of immune support blends. However, as with any herb, it's important to use it correctly. Dosage matters, and too much boneset can cause nausea or even liver issues if overused. To get the most out of boneset, consider incorporating it during cold and flu season to help prevent infections or recover faster. In the next video, We'll talk about the risks and side effects to be aware of when using Boneset. You've made it through the entire series on Boneset, and now you're equipped with all the knowledge you need to make this powerful herb part of your life. Boneset has been used for centuries for its remarkable medicinal properties, from treating colds and flu to reducing inflammation and supporting the immune system. But this is just the beginning. Here's how you can take action today. Start using Boneset in your daily routine. Whether it's preparing a tea, making a tincture, or adding it to your herbal remedies, you can begin using Boneset to strengthen your immune system, relieve aches, and fight off seasonal illnesses. The next time you feel a cold coming on, try brewing a warm cup of Boneset tea to ease your symptoms naturally. Grow Boneset in your own garden. Imagine having a fresh supply of this medicinal herb right at your fingertips. If you enjoy gardening or want to become more self-sufficient with your herbal remedies, growing Boneset is a fantastic step. It's a resilient plant that thrives in moist conditions, so with a little care, you can harvest it year after year for your own personal use. Explore other herbs and natural remedies. Boneset is just one of many incredible herbs you can use to enhance your health. As you continue your herbal journey, consider exploring complementary herbs like echinacea, elderberry, or ginger, which can work alongside Boneset to support your immune system and overall wellness. Stay connected with our community. If you found this series helpful, we invite you to stay connected. Subscribe to our updates for more tips, videos, and in-depth guides on herbal medicine. We're constantly sharing new ways to use herbs in your everyday life, from growing them to creating powerful home remedies. Your next step. Now that you've seen how effective and versatile Boneset can be, it's time to start incorporating it into your routine. Whether you're recovering from an illness or simply looking to boost your health naturally, Boneset is an excellent tool for supporting your body's defenses. If you have questions or need guidance, we're here to help. Reach out to us anytime to learn more about using Boneset or other herbs for your health. And remember, the world of herbal medicine is vast, and Boneset is just the beginning. There are so many natural solutions available to help you live a healthier, more balanced life. Take that first step today. Embrace the power of Boneset and unlock the benefits of herbal medicine.